recognition software. You've ever seen CSI or one of these TV shows, they're just going through the faces. That's exactly what your brain is doing. And it's trying to match up that person. All of a sudden, ding, oh, hey, there's Joe. You turn to your friend or your wife, hey, look, Joe. So you go over and you talk to Joe. But you've picked him out of these thousands of people because of the associations in your brain. So what you want to do is to put the basic information inside your mind without trying to associate it first. The first time through. Then the second time through is when now we can take this information and we can start working on associating it. You can associate different patterns. You can associate, well, okay, a chart is associated with price. And Great British Pound, US dollar is associated with currency. You're not trying to connect these things all up at the same time, that you're trying to also assimilate the vocabulary. This is also, by the way, a very quick and easy way to learn foreign languages. One of the reasons why, just as a side note here, one of the reasons why we as adults don't learn foreign languages as fast as children, this is a personal belief, is because we are trying to build the associations at the same time we're trying to learn basic vocabulary. So this is some very advanced, cutting-edge learning technology that psychologists and educators are even at this point just now starting to use. Okay, let me take a little break here and grab some water. Okay, so that's the introduction. Hopefully now you can understand how it will be actually very easy for you to transition into the membership website. And again, I understand if you haven't had a chance to look at the videos yet, we will have those up on the website so you'll be able to. But hopefully now you can see how in a very, very short amount of time you can start to at least understand the basic information that I go through inside of the membership website. Okay, and it's very important that when you get to the videos, especially my daily videos, that you know how to use them. Because, it's like, and, I'll be a little bit, I'm politically incorrect by habit, but I'll be a little bit aggressive about it. You could probably guess, coming from a military background, that I'm not exactly somebody who says nobody should own guns, right? Well, I have a belief, having been around weapons, having used them, having trained people with them, that it's not the gun itself that kills people, it's stupid people that kill people because they're pointing it at somebody without either knowing, or they give it to a kid and the kid has no idea what he's doing with it. So the tool can be dangerous and deadly in the wrong or uneducated hands. Now, we're dealing with finances here, so it's not going to directly kill you or injure you or maim you, but it can do serious financial damage if you're not careful. So, when you're watching the videos, it's important that you understand what I'm talking about. So that's why I wanted to make sure that you would have this cutting-edge learning technology so you can get that stuff. Now, let me pause here. I'm going to go ahead and change my screen. I'm going to put on my trading screen here. There we go. Okay. Now again, if you're coming into the webinar late, hopefully you can see on your screen right now, you're looking at a reduced version of my trading area. In fact, I've got a pretty, there we go. I've got a pretty big screen, so let me shrink this even more for those of you on a slower connection to make this a little bit easier for you to see. Okay, here we go. What I'm doing right now is I'm just positioning my chart so you can see it. Normally I'm looking at a much larger picture than this, but if you've ever dealt with the internet and the video, broadcasting this over the internet with a really big screen is difficult at best, so I wanted to shrink this down. Okay, first of all, actually, let me deal with another piece of housekeeping. I remember I was telling you, you'll be able to see this on the website. I had my web guy put this on there. But those of you who are having difficulty with MetaTrader, I do use MetaTrader, but I also use another program. You can see on your screen right now, this thing is called Ensign for Windows. Ensign for Windows is a program that I've used for years. It does cost money. I wanted to give everyone at least a tool in the course that they would be able to use that wouldn't cost them any money. Okay, so you can use the MetaTrader program. The Ensign for Windows is $40 a month. I find it's a great tool to use. But again, I wanted to make sure everybody had the opportunity to get started without spending any money. Also, I wanted you to be able to have a piece of software that was supported by your broker. Those of you who've called me, you'll know that I'm not the best computer guy in the world. I don't know everything there is to know about MetaTrader. I am pretty good at it. But the reason why I wanted you to use that program is because you can call your broker and have them help you. So